Hi, I'm Delit. I want to share my love of cross stitch with you. And I have decided to start a cross stitch design and take you through my process of picking one out. So I'm only going to take you through part of the process because I spend a lot of time deciding. So the first thing I did was decide I'm going to pick one from a magazine, and I decided to choose a design from my favorite magazine, which is Just Cross Stitch. Just Cross Stitch started publishing magazines in the 1980s. There are a lot I don't have, so that helps. But I do have a lot, and so that left a lot of magazines to go through. So I didn't take you through that whole journey. I looked through my Just Cross Stitch magazines, picked out the designs I liked best, and then I eliminated a bunch that were really fabulous because sometimes the larger designs or pattern is spread out through more than one magazine. And I thought it would make my life less complicated if the whole pattern is in one magazine. So I eliminated all of those designs. I also eliminated some designs that would be more challenging simply because I wanted something a little more relaxing and easy to stitch for this video. And I also eliminated designs that I thought I might not have certain kinds of things for it, like fabric. So I've kept designs to choose from that I think I have the fabric for. I might need to buy some of the floss, but again, if there's too many things that I might have to order or wait for, I might choose to not do a design based on that. I really want it to be something I can just get started on really easy right away, and that will be easy to just sit down and work on. So then I went through and made a video for you, and I had to stop it almost. I'd gone through all the designs and was starting to eliminate some. So I eliminated about 3 magazines. So I'm not going to show you any of those designs because I've already eliminated them. I had a possible change of heart on one of them. As I looked over the video, I thought, oh, wait, maybe I do want to stitch that again. But that will just make the process longer. So I'm going to leave it eliminated and stick with the magazines that have designs I haven't eliminated yet. So we'll start with the December 1999 Just Cross Stitch. That's what the cover looks like if you're looking for the magazine based on the cover to see if you have it. And the design in that is the acorn pillow. And I'm showing this to you first because when I looked through the designs, this is one that I kind of happened on and said, I think I want to do this one. So we'll start with this one. I don't have the called for fabric, which is dirty casual linen, but I do have some linen and it's brown. It might work. It's slightly a different shade of brown. I also have some cream, and I could do it on Aida. I even have a piece of Aida cloth that's big enough. So it's cream, and the cream might not show up as well, some of the lighter colors, so it might not be the best choice. It's possible that I'm willing to go and buy a piece of fabric, like at Hobby Lobby or Joann's or something. I just don't want to have to wait for something to come through the mail, although it's only a couple of days sometimes. And it can take me that long to get to a store just because of things going on in my life. But anyhow, this works well for me because, I like it, obviously. And then it matches my decorating, so I think it would be pretty as a pillow. You could frame it and not do it as a pillow. But anyhow, so for that, I kind of like Aida better for a pillow just because it's a little more durable. But you could do either. They often do the linen for the pillows. Anyhow, I love autumn and fall and trees and things like that. So that gives me a lot to love about this pattern. And a lot of the pillow designs in Just Cross Stitch are designed by Donna Vermillion Giampa. And this one is. So not all. They have pillow designs that are not Donna, but she does do a lot of them. There was another design in this magazine. It's more than one, really. They have these Christmas ornaments. Now, a lot of the ornaments are Hardanger, but there are a few cross-stitched ornaments in here. This one over here. There's 4 that are cross-stitched, 5 that are Hardanger. These are pretty colors. But my decorating style is red and white, so I would probably change the colors. I would probably make them for me, but I might consider making them for someone else to give. And then it wouldn't matter to me. I can do the called for colors or whatever I have. I think there's some metallic floss they're using in here, but it's very little metallic that you're doing, so that's not so bad. Metallic floss can be really hard to work with and very frustrating. But for such a small amount of metallic, it probably would be okay. Anyhow, I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to go through my top choices. Actually, let me put them over here where I have a little more space. I'm going to go through my top magazine choices, design choices. And then I'll show you the others that are kind of like the runners-up that I haven't completely eliminated yet. So this is a permanent Copenhagen design, and I just love it. I love the variety of colors and the different kinds of things that I get to stitch, leaves, flowers, stems. Very happy and pretty. I've always wanted to, I love their designs, so I've wanted to do a permanent Copenhagen. They are on the cover, so it makes it easy to find the cover. And this is, I think, from 2010. Yes, I already made the video and I already forgot. March, April 2010. So the other design in here that is in the running, there were a couple because it doesn't have to be a large, complicated design. I really like this little needle case. I can't say I've totally eliminated it. Every time I see it, I think, no, I gotta keep that one. I haven't decided I don't want to do that. I love it that much. It's so cute. And I've never made a needle case, and that would be a great thing to have, a needle case. I love bluebirds, so this is in the running. I really do love this as much as the other designs I've shown you already. Anyhow, they've done it on linen. You could do it on Aida. Again, I have these colors and the right fabric and things, so it makes it easy. If I come across a design that I think I'll do and it turns out that getting the fabric or the floss would be too much trouble, then we'll eliminate that and we would do the runner up to that. The floral tapestry pillow, I still just love this. Again, I'm basically planning, except for maybe one of the choices, I'm thinking, and like the Christmas ornament possibly. I'm thinking of making this just for me to have. I would love to have this in my home. That would be pretty in my living room. That would be pretty in any room. It's lovely. You could frame it. You don't have to make it as a pillow. Either way. And I probably, even though it's really stunning on black, my mother's been working on a vase of flowers on black Aida for a long time that I help her with. So I check her work and to see if there's a mistake or not, to see if she missed a hole on the black Aida or just wrong floss color or whatever. And so even though I'm not stitching something on black Aida, I get kind of tired of it. So I don't know that I want to do another project on black. Stitching on black or a really dark fabric like navy or something is harder. It's not as easy as like a nice white fabric. There might have been another design in here. That's how old I am. I'm almost 50 in another week. Oh, I think I didn't see this before, but this is still, I love this. Blue Delft. I've never made a bell pull. I would love to make a bell pull. I love the Blue Delft China, and so I like them having the design for cross stitch. You could do it on Aida or you could do it on linen. I like the idea of stitching it on linen because of how delicate and pretty the fabric is. So that one is definitely still in the running. They have Christmas ornaments in these magazines and things, except for the one Christmas ornaments that I showed you. I'm mostly not looking at Christmas ornaments. That was an exception that I made because I don't know why I made the exception, but in any case, I did. Maybe I'll do a Christmas ornament sometime, but unless I pick that Christmas ornament that I showed you, or that group. I think might be another one in here, but I'm not finding it really. So I guess those are the two in here. But we'll set aside. There was another one that I had thought about. I just to show you my process of elimination a little bit. This is really beautiful. I especially love the clouds and the animals. But it's so brown that I decided to eliminate it based on that. Oh, and I love the little. It might not be too brown for you, but it was too brown for me to want to stitch right now, or to have to stop and think about changing it to a different floss. This may not be hard for you. My mother, the look she gets on her face when I say something like that is too hard, and she thinks like that's not too hard. But it's a step I don't want to take, and so I have to narrow it down. So I narrow it down like that. I would not actually probably make that for me. I have a good friend who loves Celtic knotwork and has made many things for me. And when I say she's made many things for me, not cross stitch actually. She does cross stitch, and she's made cross stitch things for other people. But she has made quilts for me and crochets and She tatted me a beautiful little Christmas tree that I hang on my tree every year. A variety of different things. She does quilling. She does all the different things. I love this. And as much as I love to cross stitch, as long as I've been cross stitching, my mother loves to cross stitch. I think my grandmother may have. I don't know. I've never had Home Sweet Home cross stitched and hanging in my house, nor do I remember Mom having one, or I don't know if Grandma had one, but I didn't get it if she did. So I don't remember anybody telling me that they got one that she had done. So anyhow, so I'm very tempted. It's really very pretty, and one of my top choices right now that I have to, either choose or eliminate. There are also in this process of elimination, I'm pretty much sticking to cross stitch. So this is a lot of specialty stitches, which is another way of saying this is embroidery. But it's embroidery on even weave or Aida or whatever. You can do embroidery on just regular fabric. And a lot of times when I think of people talking about doing embroidery, that's what I think of. And when they say specialty stitches, I think of it being done as part of a cross stitch design, but using embroidery stitches. Anyway, So I mostly am not, there are a lot of projects like that that I would love to do, Hardanger and just different things um, that I have eliminated. So, and I'm not, like, I love the rooster, but I already eliminated him. But I thought I'd show you because he's on the cover. This is the, did I tell you which issue this is? This is the February 2007 issue. Yeah, I think that's it. So go back over here to our home sweet home. This is one of my favorite of like issue of Just Cross Stitch. It might be my favorite issue. I have to take a closer look, but it's one of them. For the cover is beautiful, but because of how many designs in here, I love their designer feature just so much. But we'll start with this one towards the front of the magazine. I really like this. Now they've used a special fabric that's been hand dyed, and it gives, you may not be able to see it if I put it up close, but it gives the fabric a look of like a cloudy sky or a sky with a little bit of clouds to it. So you don't actually stitch in any clouds. So if you choose a different fabric, it won't have that look. But I'm probably not going to go to the trouble to get that special fabric, as pretty and nice as it is. If I ever do stitch this, I'll either use Aida or Lemon. It looks to me just fine to do on Aida, and really cute. So, and I would just pick the Aida that I liked. And then, so I haven't decided if I've eliminated this one. It's really large, so you need a large piece of fabric. I start in the middle of my fabric when I cross stitch. So I would need to start out back stitching and then do at least half a row to get myself over where I would feel confident in my counting to do the sides. It's not that I can't count from the middle and do the sides. It's just that that's not how I do it. Anyway. I love it's the 23rd Psalm, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. So I love that, and it's really pretty, but I feel unlikely to do it. um, I don't know if anything gives me quite as much comfort as that, but anyhow, I don't know that I have to do it for cross stitch. I have a 23rd Psalm cross stitch pattern, but not that you can't stitch it more than once. Um, I love this. So this is designed, I believe, by Thea Gouverneur, and I may not say that correctly. And I love her designs. I haven't stitched anything by her, but I wish that I had. She has really um, sumptuous designs. I also really like these flowers. I feel more inclined to do the tulip over the iris. The iris, for me, irises usually have a taller stem. The irises I see, the flower is a lot higher than the leaves. So it feels kind of awkward and unusual for me when I see this iris. This tulip, on the other hand, even though it doesn't look like tulips usually have a nice straight stem, and all that, but it's just very elegant and pretty, and I love it. And I'm just showing you, those are my top choices. Like, there are so many great designs in this issue of the magazine, even though I'm not showing them to you. And I haven't narrowed it down more than that in that one issue. There's the Harvest pillow. I think it's maybe their best pillow design. This is the Donna Vermillion Giampa. She does a lot of their pillow designs. Can't remember if I already said that in this video. You might only put this out in the fall, but wow, you could frame it, but what a thing to have. It's great. So there's a lot of temptation here with the bright colors, doing mushrooms and pumpkins and leaves, and just like, I love it. I don't think, let me see, this is, I need to tell you the issue. This is the September-October 2010 issue, and there might be other designs in here. Just make sure. Oh yes, there was. I really liked this picture. Even though it's an autumn picture, I would hang it up all year. It wouldn't just be something to put up in the fall. I think that's it. Let me just make sure. Yeah. So it's just those two. Those are my top choices. It's quite a few, really. And these other magazines are kind of on my next tier of choices, but gee, the more I look at this, the more I love it. This sampler. Not sure why the cheaper in the air. I love the apple tree. I love that there's a place to put your initials and the year that you stitched it. I love the saying, "This is the day the Lord hath made, rejoice and be glad in it." And then it also says up here, "Remember thy creator," and that's where you put your name, your initials, and the year you created this. So it's kind of two things, like remembering God, but also, hey, remember me. I made this when I'm long gone. The sun is also really cute in this design. It might require specialty threads. The Gentle Art Simply Shaker Sampler threads and hand-dyed cotton flaps from Crescent Colors. And Weeks Dye Works hand over-dyed floss. But they do have DMC alternatives for everything, so it might not look the same when I do DMC versus what they have. And they probably have a special fabric. But they have, yeah, it looks like I have the fabric, I can use one of the fabrics that I have. I was going to show you this even though I have eliminated it. And this has a lot of, this is more like beading and specialty stitches and stuff, but it's pretty. And I've eliminated it. I don't know if you can see. You need a lot of beads. Looks like the threads might be special threads too. So, it has all the things that I'm eliminating right now. There's this pretty pillow, but I'm feeling like eliminating it. Simply because it's similar to a couple of the other choices. And I think I like the other choices more. It's really pretty though. This is Marie Barber who designed this. I don't know if you're familiar with Marie Barber. I have a book of her designs, and I've stitched. That's something I've actually stitched a lot from. Oh, let's see, this is the cover of the magazine. This is an issue of the magazine where I have both issues. Like, not both issues. I have two copies. So I have the one that came in the mail. And so someone got it for me as part of a gift subscription, I think. And I must have already bought the magazine in the store before I got it for like Christmas or whatever. Let's see, probably not Christmas. No, January, February. So it would have come right after Christmas. And I had bought it in the store. But anyway, I have no reason in my mind to not keep both versions of it. Then I have a backup if ever needed. Okay, it had another design in here called Bless This House. And they give you other color variations. You can do this instead of in blue, like green. They show them right here. Gold, red. So that's possible. I think I like the Home Sweet Home better. Um, but I do like the Bless This House. It's really pretty. They also have this one. It has the verse from 1 Corinthians 13:13. And now abideth faith, hope, love, these three, but the greatest of these is love. It's on pink fabric, which I do have pink, but I would probably stitch it on a different color. But it does have beads and specialty stitches and back stitch and very little cross stitch. So I might eliminate it on that. It's not big. There's another smaller design that has some cross stitch and a lot of specialty stitches, so I might eliminate it. It was really pretty and tempting to make an exception for. Um, so anyway, probably more the Bless This House. I eliminated so many things out of this issue. There are a lot of really pretty things. So this is probably my top choice from this magazine right now. Okay, so from this magazine, they have a design called Best Friends. And this is one of the few that I would stitch for someone else. For my friend who makes things for me. Um, it says a best friend is a rarity, hard to find, and one to treasure. And then you have a place to put your initials and her initials. And it's possible that I would also stitch the little scissors fob and the little thing they put here on like a bag of some kind. But I might only do the one. My friend would not hold her breath that I would finish it and give it to her. But you never know, it could happen. The goal is to do that. I also love this pillow design. Really, really pretty. Um, and another Donna Vermilion Giampa. Um, and I think those are the only designs in this. Oh no, I always think that. There's this really pretty spring picture. I would love to stitch this for the pretty colors, and it's a pretty scene. Yeah, my computer is telling me I'm low on storage space. There was one more. I wanted to show you this. So as a design to frame, it's probably not really my style to do that, but they finished it as a needle roll. They did it on a different color fabric. Okay. I've never made a needle roll. I would love to do that, and I thought it was really had a totally different effect finished as a needle roll than framed. And I really liked it. So anyhow, but I do think that maybe my top choice from this magazine is the one for my friend that's not that large. This magazine had this, and I probably should make sure I tell you which issue. I'm not sure I did that for the other one. This is the cover, and it's for July, August 2007. We have seagulls here in Utah because of the Great Salt Lake. So I would love to do that. And they have a bookmark here. It's hard to show you because the way they have their charts on here, they kind of snuck the pattern, the picture of the bookmark in as well. But it's really cute. So I might choose to do the bookmark with the seagulls or the picture. And then also another one I was thinking about doing. Not the whole design, just the flamingo, the water, and maybe the word summer, like squishing it together. But I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the whole design. Um, so I think, despite all the other patterns in here, those were the ones I was looking at in here. And then I have this one. This is Bleu de Chine. Has the advantage of being all one color and being red and white, which is a color combination I really like. Bleu de Chine is the designer. It's this French designer Joël Junmaitre. Junmaitre? I don't know. Trying. I had like one semester of French, so that I'm saying that right. Well, I do like the Love One Another, but I might like the Heart better. I think as I was thinking about it before, when I made the video before, I was thinking, I might just want to do the heart. They had this sampler. It has some specialty stitches, but not a lot, and some specialty threads. But they look like just average colors to me. It says two things stand like stone: kindness in another's trouble, courage in your own. The swans are so pretty, along with the flowers. It has such a nice overall effect. It's tempting to do that. I haven't completely made my mind up yet, but I am leaning towards the heart more than the others. Did I show you that which issue of the magazine that was? It has the heart on the cover. And sorry if I already told you and I forgot. January, February 2010. So I love this design. I love how colorful it is. It does call for specialty threads, but I believe it has DMC equivalents that I can get. Makes it so I could stitch that. Without going to the trouble of getting the specialty threads. They also have this one that says Peace. And they have different color options, you know, red, blue, brown. And you could do it as a Christmas design or just as something to have in your house all the time. I'm torn between just doing a picture that brings me peace and doing the word peace, which I like either one. I think those are the only ones in this magazine, the bird and the peace. So, as I decide what I would rather do, and I look at the bird, I look at the heart, and the word peace. The bird offers the most color choices, and I kind of like the idea of some color choices, but I also like the idea of just having the one color or just a couple of colors. The fabric that you need is 12 by 12, 12 by 12 inch to do the bird, which I have. Belfast linen. I don't know that I have Belfast linen, but I have linen. And this is like a light color. I have that. The piece is on linen, 13 by 23 inch. I think I have that. I don't have the particular color they're asking for, but I have basically this color. I could do the piece. And they just use a few DMC colors. It's really pretty. I think I'd rather do the bird over piece. So now we've narrowed that down to the bird. The same with the heart versus love one another. I think I'd rather do the heart. But would I rather do the heart or the bird? Here they did a wall hanging for the bird. I think I would probably frame it, not make a wall hanging. Same with this. They made a pillow, but I might just frame that. I think I would rather make this over right now. I really love red. I think I would rather make the heart over the bird as much as I love the bird. Also, I probably can find red without even buying red, but yeah. So now it's between would I do the heart or the sea picture. Really liking the heart. I know there were other designs in here. There was the bookmark, right? You know, I kind of like the idea of the heart more than the bookmark or the flamingo. Yeah. So, yeah. I think it was mainly seagulls, right? Um, I love seagulls, but I think I'm going to eliminate that. So right now we have the heart. Or I could make this for my friend. I don't love the heart more than I love my friend, but I can't decide. I would enjoy stitching these little girls a lot, and I would enjoy stitching the heart. Um, and my friend would love to hear about me cross-stitching it. Oh, the pillow. I mean, it's a totally different experience from doing this heart to do something that's as much all those pretty things. It is really pretty. I think I'd rather have the heart. But I don't know if I'd rather have the heart over the girl. I mean, I wouldn't get to have it. I'd give it to my friend. But I could make like the scissors fob to think of her. But I also really love this, and I don't know that I love that more than this. Do I love the heart more than this? This is the day the Lord hath made. Rejoice and be glad in it. You know, I kind of like that apple tree. I might like the apple tree more than the heart. I mean, I like them about the same, honestly. But as much as I would enjoy the heart, I'm really torn. I'm gonna choose the apple tree over the heart. Yeah. Um, there were some other designs in here, right? But I think I had said that I liked this better than any of the others. So I don't need to look at those. Then there was the autumn pillow, which is lovely. But apple trees are autumn, right? And that picture would definitely make me think of. I, as much as I love this, I mean, it's so pretty. I really want to make that apple tree. This had the pretty autumn picture, right? There aren't any apples in that picture. I think I'm gonna eliminate that. So now we are. This is where it gets tricky. These are the designs I like the best, I think. So although I would enjoy stitching Home Sweet Home, and although I have a cross stitch that I've almost finished that has a house on a hill with sheep and a sampler, like with an alphabet and a sun, it does not have the religious phrase. I was not religious at the time. Also, it's just a different feeling. It's a very bright, happy picture. And it's not framed or anything because it's not finished. I really would rather do this than the Home Sweet Home, as much as I like the Home Sweet Home. And I think that that was my favorite one from that magazine, so we can eliminate that. So now, now we are where it's really tough to decide. I think I'm going to eliminate the bluebird. I'm really settling in on this apple tree that the bluebird can visit in my mind. I think I'm going to feel more. I think I'm wanting to do the apple tree more than this. We'll eliminate that. I really enjoy making this for my friends, this little tiny design, but I think I'm going to save it to do another time. Just a few more choices. I can't eliminate this yet. I really love it. But I think I am going to eliminate the acorn pillow. It's beautiful. I just really like the idea of this picture with the apple tree. There was the Christmas ornaments. I'm going to eliminate that. So now we're left with the beautiful rose pillow. I'm going to eliminate that. I'm going to eliminate the tulips. This has lots of red. Has enough red. I'm going to eliminate the 23rd Psalm until I review my other design for the 23rd Psalm, which I might prefer to do first. There's another one. Oh, I can't decide. Seems like there would be sheep on these hills, and there's birds. Um, Back to the one with the floral tapestry pillow. I don't think I liked the other possible designs better. This is the one with the blue Delft bell pull. I'm gonna eliminate that. So I've narrowed it down to 3. The tapestry pillow, which I'm very tempted to do.